All right, guys. June Collier here, and I was supposed to shoot this video probably 30 minutes ago, and I've been trying to figure out how to mirror or not mirror my camera so that you can see the board here correctly. And so the only way I could figure this thing out is I had to use the back camera on my phone, so I can't even see myself. So hopefully I'm in frame. And if you know how to do it, I've got a Samsung, so I don't know how to flip it. But if you know how to flip it, then that would be great. I am doing a few things here on my computer here, and we're going to get started here in just a second. So if you're logging in, welcome, welcome, welcome. We're going to get started here in this conversation that I wanted to cover, and I'm actually headed to, there we go. I'm actually headed to Greensboro, North Carolina after I get this live done. So one of the things that I wanted to talk about is how to build your audience. So you know what I've been doing is I've been talking about over the last couple of days, I've been talking about online marketing, and I've been talking about the baseline. We talked about the 3 things that you should do every day: build your audience, engage your audience, and then sell to your audience. And then yesterday we went through the 6 pillars of an online business. And so today what I want to do is I want to talk about how do you actually build your audience. Because I hate when people train, but they don't give you the how-tos, what you should do to actually build an audience. And so if you are on Facebook and you are using your personal Facebook account, I'm going to suggest that you get a business account, and I'll talk to you a little bit about why that is in the end of this video. But let's talk about, first of all, how do we actually build our audience? So the first thing you want to do is you want to identify your target market. Now, what do I mean by identifying your target market? You want to know who are you targeting for your business. I got a couple of notes here. So for example, Ruth Chris, the steakhouse, they do not target vegans, right? So everybody is not their market. So you need to understand that everybody isn't your market. So just because they're breathing and they got a heartbeat, that doesn't mean that they're your market. Michelin doesn't sell snow tires to people who live in Hawaii. So you've got to determine who is your target market. Now, I wrote down a couple of things that I thought that might be interesting as a target market for people that are good candidates for my Econ. One of the things that I said was my Econ targets entrepreneurs, people who want to build their own business. We target stay-at-home moms and dads who are looking to create some extra income. Maybe your target could be young adults who don't want to do the traditional corporate America. They don't want to do the traditional 9 to 5. Excuse me. Or you might target other network marketers, people who have experience in network marketing. Maybe they haven't made any money in network marketing and they don't understand the strategies of network marketing. See, there's 2 things in network marketing. There's the sales piece in network marketing, the recruiting piece in network marketing, but there's also the strategies of network marketing. And I think the thing that my Econ has that no other company has is we teach the strategies of network marketing and how to make money in network marketing using strategy. Sales is great. Recruiting is great. In fact, you can supercharge your business with sales and recruiting. But even if you don't do well at sales and recruiting, my Econ has the strategy part that helps you still earn income in different ways in a network marketing business. And so maybe even people who have failed at network marketing in the past, past network marketers, those could be people that are your target audience. But what you have to do is you have to discover who your target audience is. What's their age group? What's their gender? What's their lifestyle? You want to know exactly who you're targeting if you want to build that audience. So that's number 1. Identify your target audience. Number 2 is to find out exactly where your audience is hanging. Where are they hanging out at? And so Facebook groups, LinkedIn groups. I love Facebook and LinkedIn for this because there are thousands, if not millions of groups out there, and you can find your target audience inside of these groups. So what you want to do is you want to go and join those groups. Now, you don't want to start spamming those groups. You don't want to start, you just want to join those groups. And what you're doing is, for the first couple of weeks, you're just in those groups. You're listening to what people are saying. You're listening to, any complaints or challenges that they actually have. You're just really just getting to know the group. You're getting to know what's custom in this group. Is it custom that I can, post some information, post some different resources, get a feel for the culture of the group before you start spamming and start doing all this crazy stuff. So what you want to do is you just want to join these groups of your target audience. Conferences and events. I'm amazed at all the different types of conferences that go on. This is going to be funny. A couple of years ago, I worked for Microsoft, and we went to the CES event in Las Vegas. This is like the Consumer Electronics event where all of the next set of gadgets and things that are coming out, they're displayed. You got all the big companies there that's showing out the new TVs, the new refrigerators that order the food for you, and all kind of things that are coming out. And so there was a lot of people that came to that conference from all over the world. But the same weekend that conference was going on, there was also, and forgive me for this, but there was also a porno conference that was going on in Vegas at the same time. Now, who would have thought? I was like, wow, they got a conference? Everybody has a conference. I don't care what your niche group is. I don't care what your target market is. Everybody's got a conference. You got to figure out what those conferences are, where they are. Because not only can you do this online, but you can also start targeting your market offline as well. What are some of the other things that you want to find out? Find out what classes are they taking. There are different classes that they might be taking. So, for example, Dave Ramsey has a Financial Peace University. And so Dave Ramsey's Financial Peace University really marries up very well with what we do in my Econ. I've taken that. I've taken Crown Ministries. And so those are different types of classes. If there's a class on how to get out of debt, if you're an entrepreneur, Robert Kiyosaki used to have these, I don't know if you used to get these real estate workshops. They're free real estate workshops, and you go down for a real estate workshop. All of those people that are in those types of classes, they're entrepreneurs. They're trying to better themselves. They're looking for an edge. And those would definitely be the types of people for your target market. So find out exactly where they hang out at. Meetup groups, meetup.com, meetup.com. You'll find that there's great meetup groups in your area sometimes so that you can actually go out and meet people. Now, again, we're not in the selling phase. Remember, build an audience, engage your audience, then sell to your audience. So joining these groups or getting in these groups and then immediately going into the sales mode is not the way to go. All we're trying to do is we're trying to figure out who the people are and start building relationships with them. We got to engage them before we start selling to them. So right now, we're talking about how to build that audience. So you got to find the audience, find out where they hang out. What type of magazines do they actually read? I went to Barnes & Noble, and they actually have a magazine for network marketing. Success Magazine used to do a lot of network marketing companies. Work from home business opportunities is in that particular magazine. Maybe you and your team get together and you do a full page ad that's driving to a capture page or something. So what you want to do is you want to find out where your target market is hanging out at. And then once you find out where they're hanging out at, the next step is to research and discover their pains, their challenges, obstacles, desires, and dreams. So what you want to do is you want to find out what are they all about? What's their most pressing thing? What keeps them up at night? Now, for most people, pain is more a driving force than pleasure. So that's why I start off with discover their pains, their challenges, because that really moves people when you find out what their pains and challenges are and you can provide solutions to that. But you got to understand your audience. You got to understand what moves them. Again, if your audience is vegans and you decide that you want to open up a Ruth Chris steakhouse, man, you're going to go out of business quick. You're going to go out of business quick. So you got to find out what their pain points are. Find out what goes on, what makes them, what are they interested in, what is on their minds all the time. So that's step 3, is to research and discover their pain points. Once you do that, now you've got something to provide solutions. Now you can start creating that quality content that I talked about. Creating the quality content is going to elevate you in their eyes as a leader, as an expert, creating this quality content. Now, how do you create this quality content? You can do it in videos. So you can do it with Facebook Lives, just like I'm doing right now. Hopefully I'm following this system of quality content, doing Facebook Lives. I definitely believe in YouTube. I like Facebook Lives. I'm doing Facebook Lives, but I also believe in YouTube because YouTube allows that video to stay out there forever and people can search on it and find it, and you'll start getting traffic from videos that you did a year ago, 2 years ago. So videos, show them in small bite-sized videos how you can solve their problems. How about blog posts? You know, I'm working on redoing my whole blog, and people say blogs are dead. I don't necessarily believe that, but if you enjoy writing, maybe you don't like videos, you enjoy writing, then create a blog and then start blogging about the solutions to their problems. What about PDFs? PDFs are like cheat sheets. The top 10 ways to do this. The 3 secrets of this. 5 ways you can stop this. So those are going to be cheat sheets that you put in a PDF format, and that PDF format is something that you give away to your audience. Remember, we're not selling yet. We're providing solutions, and we're giving ourselves that expert viewpoint. We're making ourselves look like an expert in the eyes of our target audience. Webinars. Man, if you can do webinars and start offering free webinars, get a webinar platform, get Zoom or get Join Me or any type of webinar platform, and then start doing webinars that will solve the problems that they actually have. Podcasts. Maybe you're one of those people that you don't want to be on video, you don't like writing, but you can talk. Pull out a mic, start talking, start creating podcasts. Now, here's why I like podcasts. I don't see a lot of people doing podcasts, but I like podcasts because podcasts allow people to consume your content while they're doing something else. So they can multitask. So for example, with the podcast, people can listen to you in their car as they're driving to work and not have to be trying to watch a video. So podcasts are really good. People working out at the gym. Podcasts really allow you to get your message to people so that they can listen to you while they multitask and do something else. And then graphics, any type of graphic designs, images with good content in it, those are great things that you can actually do. So you begin to provide solutions to your audience. Now, again, all I'm talking about is identifying your target market, find out where they hang out, research and discover their pain points, and then provide solutions. Notice that I didn't say anything about selling, because that's the third piece. Build your audience, engage your audience, then sell your audience. So see, what we've got to do right now is we've got to build the engagement to let them know that we're an expert, that we're their friends, that we can provide solutions to their problems. And when people know that you can provide solutions to their problems, they're going to seek you out. But if you're constantly selling them, they don't know that you have the answers. So what you're doing when you build your audience is you're proving to them that you actually have the answers. Now, some great platforms. Obviously, Facebook. Facebook has groups and has all of these different things that you can utilize on Facebook. I definitely recommend Facebook. Another hidden gem is LinkedIn. I went through a LinkedIn training last night, and man, it was awesome. It was awesome. It was great. And LinkedIn is a hidden gem. I've been using LinkedIn, but not to the level that this training that I attended last night shared with me on how you can, use LinkedIn to its full capacity to go out and actually target people that are in your niche market. So those are great platforms that you can use. There's other great platforms. You got YouTube. YouTube is a great platform for videos, for training, so that you can showcase your solutions to individuals. I'm not a big Instagram user, but I will be at some point because that's part of some of my training that I'm actually taking. But those are great platforms that you begin to build your audience. So think about building your audience, especially if you're struggling right now with getting leads, with getting eyeballs. Maybe you're posting stuff on your Facebook timeline and nobody's watching it. Nobody's looking at what you're doing. The question is, who's your target market, and have you found out where they hang out and start building relationships? So, for example, if I understand that people are into, I don't know, maybe there's a group out there that is into flipping properties or whatever the case may be. I may go in that group and start building relationships with people over a period of time. And as I build relationships with them, start engaging them, I'm not selling them, I'm not doing any of that. As I start engaging them, then what I'll do is I'll start sending them friend requests, adding them as a friend. And so what I'm doing is I'm building my audience. And so what you should be doing is adding, anywhere from 10 to 25 people a day into your funnel or into your social media platform, if you will. Okay, connecting with people, liking what they do and they liking what you do, and just building that audience over a period of time. Now, we're not selling the company. We're not doing any of those things. So you may want to even clean up your social media account if you got, fix your credit, $49 to get started, this and that. You may want to clean that up before you start doing this. What you want to appear is you want to appear as someone that just has value. Someone that, hey man, I really want to connect to this person. Not, oh, I just went to his page and I see all of this, he's selling on his page. I don't want to be sold to, so even though he gave me some great content, I'm not going to hook up with this person because I really understand what they're really trying to do. So what you have to do is you have to change that. Now, it can be hard because we've got our personal profiles, and there's a lot of stuff that we do on our personal profiles. And even me, I'm shooting this live on my personal profile. I'm slowly moving away from that. I got to start moving into my business profile because that profile is strictly business. It's strictly me adding value, providing great content. I don't want to add too much of the other side of my life. I want to be that expert, right? And so there's a couple of things that I wrote down before I let you guys go. The reason why I say start a Facebook business page is because it really makes you start thinking about your business as a business. Oftentimes I see people on their Facebook page talking about politics, talking about, what the police are doing and all of this good stuff. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I think when you use your personal page as a business page and as personal, the lines get blurred. And you don't know who you offend. You don't know who has a different point of view. Even the things with Kanye West is going on. I see people who have a variety of different opinions. And for my business, I don't want to put my opinion out there and shun half of the people who would be interested in what I'm doing. It just doesn't make any sense. Do I have an opinion? Absolutely, I have an opinion. But do I need to let the whole world know my opinion? No. My first goal is to build my business. And I'm going to build my business with anybody that wants to pay $47.90. It doesn't matter to me what your opinion is about the president, what your opinion is about Kanye West, what your opinion is about gays, lesbians. It does not matter to me what your opinion is about any of that. Right? Because I'm here to build a business. And that's what's most important to me, is to build my business. And so I think a lot of times we get in trouble because we start crossing up our personal beliefs with our business. And I'm a big believer that you may want to keep that separate. In fact, your opinion on Facebook means nothing. Like, how does it change the world? If I'm pro or con against a particular topic and me voicing my opinion on Facebook, what did that change? What kind of impact did that have? Zero. So why do it? Because you take the risk of someone not agreeing with you, and now they don't do business with you simply because of something that had nothing to do with business. So that's just my point. You can take it, leave it. Post quality content. So oftentimes on our personal pages, we're not posting quality content. We're posting, jokes and, pictures that are funny. And I think that's great. All of that is great for your personal side. But when you're doing business, a person is coming there looking for solutions. Now, I don't want you to be so hard and rigid on your business page that you don't have any personality. But what I'm saying is that sometimes there's too much personality, and you don't want that on your business page. Drive people to your Facebook business page by sharing it on your personal. So if you're starting a business page for the very first time and you don't have any traffic over there, you can create these videos. You post them on your business page, and then you can start posting that video or sharing that video to your personal page, asking people to come join your business page. And if you're starting out with a business page, just start creating content. You're probably not going to get a whole bunch of eyeballs, a whole bunch of visitors yet, because you're brand new. But what you want to do is, before you start inviting visitors, go ahead and fill up your page with some content. Have some good videos in there. Have some good quotes in there. And there's a lot of different things that you can do so that when people do come to that page, it looks like you've got some good content here. It doesn't look like you just started your page. Nobody wants to go to a party that's empty. Nobody wants to do that. So make sure that you've got some great content before you really start inviting people to your profile. And then the last thing I want to just say is, don't try to sell. Only think about how you can help the other person. And so as you're building your audience, we are not in the selling phase yet. We're just not. So learn how you can help people. If you start thinking about how can I help people, I know what their challenges are. I know what their pain points are. If you can just focus on that, how can I relieve some of their pain? Not how can I make some money off of them? And that's where most of us are, me included. How can I make some money? If I back up and I say, how can I help them and solve their pains? How can I solve their challenges? The money will actually come, believe it or not, if I focus on them. Somebody says, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care. And if you care about them, you're here to help them solve their pains and their challenges. And when you do that enough and they realize that you care, they want to reciprocate. And they will reciprocate by joining you, by buying products from you, those types of things. So hopefully this has been valuable to you. I'm about to get on the road, and somebody tell me how to mirror my camera so I don't have to use the back of my camera to do this. But this is how to build your audience, identify your target market, find out where they hang out, research and discover their pains, provide solutions. That's June Collier's 4 steps to how to build your audience. Guys, thank you so much, and we'll see you in another Facebook Live. Take care.